And we are back at the Silver 5150 channel with a nice 2017 limited mintage, burnished, I believe, Cougaron from 2017, Silver Cougaron, and limited mintage of 10,000, I believe. And comes with a nice little felt bag and a certificate of authenticity. That's the thing nowadays. Certificates of authenticity. Rwandan Year of the Dog. Very cool Rwandan stained glass patterns. And a wedge-tail eagle from Australia. Let's take a look at the queen back there. She is always looking spiffy, even though there are some movement activists that don't particularly care for the history of the British Empire. Okay, I don't really care. I just, as long as they make the good coins, I can get those. Okay, and then this here, I think, is a dragon versus tiger coin, and I do believe this is from Australia also. That's so pretty. I believe that's from Australia also. Yep, Australia. There she is again. Queen Elizabeth II, 2018. Dragon versus Tiger dollar. Okay, so let's go ahead and line those guys up. Now, the subject matter for today is I don't care what they say about the revaluation of silver because we know it's going to happen. Why do we know it's going to happen? Because we've already seen it happen. Not just in silver, but in other metals. Now, copper is a base metal, so it's not going to move around too much. But we've seen gold go up to 1900. We've seen it go up to 950 back in 1980, which, when adjusted for inflation, is like $45,000 or something. However, that being the case, there are some modern metals, modern precious metals like rhodium, that I have personally witnessed on charts go from $800 an ounce to currently about $6,000 spot. Okay, and we're talking in like the last 3 years. Okay, so like the last 3 years that has happened, and we're talking what, a six times valuation, almost 5.5. So we know that the revaluation of metal is possible because we see it actually happening in palladium as well. Palladium, I remember getting some back when it was 488 spot, and that wasn't too long ago, probably 2016 maybe, 2015 possibly. But now, the spot price on palladium is almost 4 times that. Okay, so that's a 400% valuation in 4 years. Take away the zeros, and you have 4 times valuation, 100% per year. Tell me about an ETF or a mutual fund that's going to do that for you, 100% a year. Cryptocurrencies could do it, but they can do it in both directions pretty quick. They don't seem to do it that much. Once metal revalues and it gets to where it's going, it kind of stays where it's going to go and stays there for a while. Okay, so these are cool coins. Of course, the Cougaron, and let's look at the German dude on the back. You just flip it directly over. I think he's German. This is Cougaron. And, South Africa. Very cool. And the seal of Rwanda. 50 somethings. I don't know. Anyway, not important. What is important is that you don't let anyone tell you that you're foolish for doing this, that you're foolish in how you're investing. And don't even be trying to get the last laugh later on when, silver revalues like $600, not right away, of course not overnight, but eventually it's going to gain momentum as people start to become interested in it and they start to try to acquire it. Premiums are going to go up like crazy. And then, it's going to have a supply issue. And once that happens, and once it goes back to what I was saying, governments have to say something that's going to basically, ratify silver as money again. They're basically going to have to kiss and bless the use of silver coinage in money. And when they do that, the prices are going to climb to an area where most people can't reach. You don't want to be the person that's trying to acquire it at that time. You want to be the person that's holding it. Now, I've told you in my past videos that I've gone through a lot of trouble and a lot of risk to acquire, I think, which is a decent amount of precious metal. Okay? It carries a hefty toll. I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, with leverage and with some debit and stuff. But just keep in mind that it's not necessarily a payday, but it's basically being in the right place at the right time. You're finally going to experience that. You're finally going to be that person that's in the right place at the right time when the revaluation takes place. and all of a sudden wealth is just flying in to your investments. It's going to be faster than you can keep track of. It's going to be mind blowing. And you and your friends that are invested properly, you're going to be talking like the Bitcoiners are talking. We're talking a few months ago, back last February, and you're going to be making plans on how you're going to, use your new wealth. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. This I have no doubt. A lot of naysayers out there, a lot of people just kind of shake their heads and go, whatever, it's a useless pet rock and it's not going to amount to anything. And silver's been going on like that for 140 years. And okay, that's cool. Then don't worry about it. Don't bother with it. We, the stackers, we will bother with it and become the new banks in your neighborhood. Bullion banks, that is. Ah, Mr. Cougaron, he agrees. Absolutely. And so do I. All right, guys, have a great day, and there'll be more to come as we continue building this channel. Silver 5150, absolutely bonkers about silver coins, bars, bullion grade, triple nine or better, baby. We'll catch you next time.